Well, the family of former Lugari MP Cyrus Jirongos says it will engage independent investigators to establish the true cause of his death. According to the chairman of his funeral planning committee, former Vihiga Senator George Khaniri, there are numerous gaps and grey areas surrounding Jirongos' death in the early hours of Saturday morning along the Nairobi-Naivasha highway, including doubts over whether he actually drove himself there, as NTV's Duncan Khaemba now reports.
After putting their heads together 3 days after his tragic road accident, the family of the late Cyrus Jirongos and friends now say, owing to the many doubts regarding his controversial demise, they will not take any chances.
And even as the government is doing their own investigation, we as a family and a committee that is running the show, we are thinking that we want to also engage independent people who can give us independent report.
According to Jirongos' burial committee chairman, former Vihiga Senator George Khaniri, how the police accessed his phone and instead of calling the last people on Jirongos' call log, being Khaniri himself at 11 p.m. and Speaker of the National Assembly Moses Wetangula around 8 p.m., opted to call his wife Anne specifically, yet the former minister has several wives whom he had not talked to for the better part of the afternoon into the night.
That is a question only them can answer. I even tried to ask Anne, but how do they access the password? I think she does not have answers to that as well. So it is only them, whoever called her, and she told me it was I think the base commander or something of Naivasha. So maybe during investigations, these are some of the questions that must be answered.
Also, they say the late minister sustained only 2 physical injuries on his ankles, yet from his legs and knees upwards to the torso, he remained intact. A sharp contrast looking at the wreckage of the vehicle.
It is not adding up. If you look at the car and you look at the victim, to me, it is not adding up. So that is why we've been insisting that there must be a thorough forensic investigation into this matter, very thorough.
He's being in Karen at 11 p.m. when he received a call from Khaniri telling him he was leaving for his home in Gigiri. Then 3 hours later, being involved in a grisly accident at Karai after supposedly leaving a petrol station driving back to Nairobi is suspicious, as per his family.
Naivasha is not anywhere in between his house and Oasis. Naivasha is the opposite direction. What was he doing in that opposite direction? And I know for sure he had no business there. Number 2, this is a friend and a brother that I know so well. I know so well that I don't think in the state that he was, he would have driven to Naivasha. So me, I don't think he drove to Naivasha willingly. And I don't think he even drove himself to Naivasha.
The post-mortem is set for Tuesday at the Lee Funeral Home. Duncan Khaemba, NTV.